Hello everybody, this is Neil Fawcett, Creative Director of Spartan Games again. So we're back here with Dan Bird. Hi Dan, how are you?
Not too bad, not too bad. Hopefully. Some better dice rolling.
Well, back to kind of continue our battle between the Directorate and the Aquan Forces. So in this one here, we're going to move on to boarding and bombing runs and interceptors and see how that works. Again, in Taskforce, we deliberately kept this as a very simple, smooth transaction between two fleets. So the idea being on this one is that the, if I get it right, Dan, the cruisers have moved in, they've engaged the battleship, which is basically not in a good way. It's got disorder and damage. So this Aquan battleship is primed for a good kicking and actually primed sort of to be ready to be boarded. So, as you can see, Dan's opened the rulebook to the boarding table, which is perfect, and he's got a lovely Aquan escort carrier, which is basically going to attempt to help try and defend the battleship from the boarding action. So over to Dan.
Okay then guys, so what we've got here, we've got the three Abraxas. These guys are going to launch a boarding assault against the Maelstrom. They're all within point blank, which is the maximum range you can do a boarding assault. And basically, you declare you do the boarding assault. Each Abraxas gets 4 dice each.
And so the dice are generated by
the crew points.
The crew points of the ships, right?
So altogether they've got quite a healthy 12 assault points, and these guys have also got special forces, which is pretty nasty.
Right.
That gives you a bonus to the attacker's damage roll,
okay,
which is good.
And what about the battleship?
The battleship, the Maelstrom, that guy's got 5 crew points. He's also got secured bulkheads, which is a -1 to the attacker's damage table roll when performing a boarding assault. So they kind of
nullify
negating each other. Yeah.
Okay.
That's taken from obviously the Firestorm universe. That's their kind of. That's their thing.
but the disorder tokens presumably are going to cause
the disorder tokens. Yes, for each disorder token, you minus a success on the defense rolls. So this guy's got 3 disorder markers. So whatever this guy rolls, you're going to be taking 3 away.
Right. So he's got the 5 dice. Can you just from my old brain? Can you put the 5 dice on for that so I can see what's going on? It's brilliant.
This guy's got 5.
Okay, so in this instance here, looking at this 5 dice with losing 3 successes, this should be a vicious attack, right?
Yeah.
However, we've got this. We have this escort carrier which hasn't launched any interceptors or anything else in yet, so it's still got its tuck, which I can see in your hand there. So
basically, this guy, he can intercept boarding parties or bombing runs. So he can lend his token to try and assist the guys in trouble. So basically, all you need to do, you just pop the token in base contact with the ship. That is helping.
Right.
We know that's there. This guy then, he's got on the stats. This guy puts an extra 6 PD into the pool.
Okay, so that's pretty impressive. So
that's pretty nasty altogether.
So the visual for this is that these boarding craft from the Directorate ships are streaking across space, and then the interceptors are basically shooting.
Yeah, basically, it's nasty, very nasty.
Okay. I mean, I'm guessing that not all carriers are going to be that nasty. I guess in the game,
no,
these are an example of how to protect stuff, right? Okay.
Yeah. So we'll take the boarding party dice. Give those a roll.
Well, let's hope we roll better than last time.
Yeah. That's not too bad.
No.
Well,
not great.
Not great. We've got 3 6s. Oh, that was really bad.
Okay, so actually, that was pretty. You're back to your normal dice rolling, Dan.
Yeah, definitely. So that's left us with 7.
Right.
So now we roll the PD.
Yeah.
Which
is dire.
That was really bad. So basically, and then the 3 disorder markers
take 3 away.
So the Aquan player has no successes. So basically, what we do now with boarding is that I'm left with 7 successes.
Right.
So that leaves us with 7 dice to then roll against the Aquan's crew points, which is 5. So put them to one side. So now I've got 7 dice.
You're not doing great here.
Not doing that great here, am I? So that's 2 successes. And that's no successes.
So the
Directorate player actually doubles the Aquan's rating. So if we could sort the damage chart, the attacker has double the number of hits but not triple. Each player rolls 1d3, adding 1 to their result. So if we get you to roll the defence dice now.
And the Mars that these ships have got cancelling
each other, right? Yeah. So it's basically we're just adding 1 to the roll.
Okay, so I've got 2 and you've got.
So I've got a 4. So
2-2.
So 2-2, which is. If I go back to the damage. It's further 2 disorder tokens.
Okay, that's that just basically enhances the grimness. So boarding is very much about disordering and upsetting ships as opposed to killing ships, isn't it? I mean, the killing is left down to the weapon systems. Yeah. Okay, and that's it.
That's the basic boarding. Yeah, it's really simple. One thing to note is that when a squadron attacks a ship, all ships have to board the same ship. So if it was 3 against 3, they'd have to all target one ship out of the.
So basically, you're kind of theoretically picking off the big targets as opposed to if that was a cruiser squadron, you wouldn't necessarily. Well, you could go and board frigates and kill them. If you wanted.
Frigates do suffer quite badly from boarding. They've not got quite the Marines on board.
No, I think the important thing is to kind of not spam the process. So basically, it's to keep it as a as an instrument of doom, as opposed to something that you're doing continually all the time. Okay, gotcha, brilliant. And Dan, thanks for that. That was nice and clear. You got away with that, but only just, I think. Another classic example that dice don't like you.
No, definitely not.
Thanks a lot. Okay, back to Dan. So this time we're actually going to do a bombing run. So Dan's attack earlier on his boarding assault was pretty good. Not perfect dice rolling, but not too bad. So in this one he's going to send in his bombers. So as you can sort of see from the table there, we've got the 2 Aquan escort carriers. We have a battleship, 2 directorate frigates, and we've got the tokens are already in place, as you can see. The frigate squadron has been decimated by the battleship. One of the frigates is in a bad way, 2 disorder tokens, which is going to affect its ability to defend itself. So what Dan's going to do, or Dan has done, is he's basically taken a wing, a bomber wing from each of his 2 carriers, which can combine together into an attack against the weakened frigate. So over to Dan, really.
Right. So as Neil's just explained, we've got the tokens. All you need to do is place them in base-to-base contact with the model that you're attacking.
And what's their range then?
The range on these guys is up to 24 inches, so they've got a long range. It's
pretty flexible.
It's a very flexible attack. Yeah, very flexible indeed. So unfortunately the directorate player's got no interceptors around to help him out.
Oh, well,
so
that's
all
just a shame. Poor directorate.
Poor directorate. So each token gives me 4 dice. So you just combine them as before.
Right. And these are blue dice. These are not. But these are a blue attack.
These are a blue attack. Yep. So the directorate player will be able to use his PD to defend. Unfortunately, can't use any shields if he did have any. So, so we'll roll the dice, see what happens.
So that's 4 dice each. We've got 8 dice, and that's not too bad.
Oh, that's not too bad at all. So we've got 3 6s and a 5. So we get to re-roll the 6s and 2 more hits. So I think we'll let Neil roll the defence dice. In
that
fashion.
Just one paltry
PD? One
okay,
paltry PD.
Well, okay, come on, this will be 6 6s in a row.
Yeah. No, there's 1 6. That's not too bad. So
give me another dice.
Give him another dice.
Come on.
No.
Well,
so the 2 disorders nullify the 2 PD completely.
Ouch.
So 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 attacks go through. The DR of the impacts is 5. So I've only beat you once there, Neil.
Right.
So we'll get the attacker and the defender both roll a die to compare on the damage table.
Okay.
So my attack roll is a 5.
Right.
And a 1.
That was a good roll by me.
So it's done 1 damage.
Okay, that could have been a lot worse.
Could have been a lot worse. That was a.
Got away with it, but
got away with that one.
So that was a bit lucky actually, because if I'd not rolled that 1, we'd gone up, then I think that would have been the end of days.
Yeah. If you would have rolled a 3 or more, that would have been 2 damage. So you would have been dead.
Gone. That would have been destroyed. So.
Yeah,
it's a fortuitous dice rolling by me. They have, what can I say? I saved the directorate.
The biggest thing to remember as well is that even though these guys have got hard target, that because bombing sorties are a non-weapon attack, that they're not affected by it. So when you roll on the damage table, it's just a standard roll. Yeah. So it's
pretty lethal, really, because
very lethal. Yeah.
I guess the bombers are little, so they just don't really care about the size of the ship.
Exactly. Yeah, so there's a bombing run, guys. So it's nice. Again, very, very simple. Once these guys have attacked, they return to base. You can put them on the stand, or I just put them off. off the table.
And they're just ready for the next turn.
Ready for the next turn.
And
yeah.
again, the ship can turn it into either interceptors or bombers, whatever.
Well, it can, yeah, I mean, these little carriers, these have got an interceptor and a bombing sorter, so they can launch both in one turn.
Oh, okay, that's pretty cool. Lots of flexibility.
Very flexible, yeah.
Okay, then, thank you for that. That was
No problem.
so that's boarding and bombing. Nice and fluid, nice and fast, and well, unless you're Dan, pretty lethal.
Yeah.
Right, thanks very much, Dan.